Hey, yo, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Matchmaker. Appreciate y'all. Before we get started, I would like to ask y'all to go ahead and please hit the like button because yesterday we had a lot of people in here, but we only left with a few likes, man. Even if y'all dislike it, go ahead and hit one of them buttons. We appreciate y'all for it, but this is how we get it out in the algorithm. YouTube, it'll see that that we got the engagement for the right amount of people that comes in here. There should be no reason why we had thousands of people that come in here and then we only be having like 4 or 5 likes, sometimes 10 likes. Just go ahead, man, do your boy a solid one. That's the least I can ask, you know what I'm saying, for you guys to go ahead and hit the like button. So I appreciate it. But before I get started, man, I also would like to say a prayer for this young man right here. Uh Mason Alexander, was going to Pittsburgh, life cut short in a car wreck. And then the other one is this young man named Rico. Shout out to him as well. You know, um, One of the things is a lot of times, this is why I try to tell y'all, and please go ahead, man, start your business, do your business because you don't know when is when. Everybody don't have that opportunity to make it to the NFL, but y'all can maximize that opportunity now. Learn some business. Fanatic will be in here, but for now, I'm just telling y'all, man, learn the business. In this channel, what I'm looking to make it is very informative, which means that if y'all want to know something or need to know something, we try to get those answers for y'all. And it's also for the kids, because we want every last one of y'all to make sure that you guys are doing the right thing when it's coming to your kids. Therefore, ain't nobody just looking at y'all, in a way to where y'all just moving funny. Man, let's all get aligned, bro. It's enough money for everybody. And that's the approach that I go by. I love and respect everybody. Y'all see that by me inviting everybody. Most people can't do that. You see what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. It's just like when you're in the classroom and sometimes you don't know something. We don't raise our hand, even though we don't know the answer. Don't do that for here. You know what I'm saying? You want to know something, just put it out there as a question. And we're gonna go ahead and get it answered. But yeah, for one, I definitely appreciate y'all for being in here. And the other thing too is I saw this, just starting off with the AYF and this letter uh this letter right here. Let me see if I can expand it. So basically, in the world of AYF, they got some rule changes. And let me see if I can pull that up real quick. So basically, for the rule changes, they supposed to be, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. I'm gonna pull it back up real quick. Hopefully y'all can read it. So all right. So for the AYF, pretty much for the 2000 AYF National Leadership, I meet the football. Let me pick my energy up. Meet the football rules, right? Policy changes and all that or whatever, right? It's highlighted. Okay, flag football will now be allowed. Would now allow a 4-year-old to play in a 5U division. And when I heard that, I'm like, okay, but what's the problem? Why you can't allow the 7-1? That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm gonna just be flat out honest with y'all. And then it says AYF official fall season opening will be the 7-1 2025. He said you do not have to start at 7-1, but you can start any day after 6U and 7U rules. You will now be allowed for the coaches to be on the field and talk to his players sidelines during the play, long as it is what play related instructions and not directed at the other team or coach on the field. the coach can never physically move right a player in position. So I guess they changing the rule from what we said, and now you won't even be allowed to move the player, but you can be on the field and and tell a player where they should be able to go, which I still disagree. For 7U at all. I don't think nothing in 7U should be like that, at all. At all. But moving forward, man. Just want to kind of recap on yesterday. Yesterday, literally, I was on a live for 3 hours almost, and I'm still lost. I'm lost like a mud. I ain't got no answers to none of the questions that I asked. I had 3 coaches come on here, and I'm more confused than I was before I started that live. And that's crazy to me. I'm trying to figure out how in the hell, you can go that whole duration and still not have answers. Cause I don't. I'm trying to figure out if coach what it is, APA was good. Hey man, what's going on in Philly, AYF? But I'm trying to figure out how in the hell do you be on a live for over 2.5 hours and still not get your answers? Not only do you have the coaches that come on, right? But then but you still leave confused, bro. I would never have that again. I'm telling y'all, from this point forward, I'm gonna ask the tough questions. I don't care if they wanted to be asked or not. Bro, that ain't gonna never happen to me because I'm like, God damn, like what is going on here? Like, bro, what like are we hiding something? Do somebody don't want somebody to know something? Because the questions that I wanted to know is so icy, trying to also merge with the rest of the players from RDE and with RDU. I couldn't get a simple answer. Now, Coach did come on here, Coach Montana. He said it ain't no three-way merge. So that takes away, the fact that he may not merge with RDE and so icy, but it's saying that you might merge. So I got that from that, but like, damn, why is it? It's a simple question. Like, if you planning on merging, I mean, what's the secret? Everybody is feeling like they're preparing for what they don't even know to be something that's dangerous, which is, Coach Mark. We know that Coach Mark is a hell of a coach. We know that for a fact. And with talent, he gets it done. We know that for a fact. But what we don't know is how these young men are going to be able to implement his system. Now we know young Deuce is a hell of a quarterback, right? And Coach Mark said that he reminds him of JB, which is a hell of a quarterback if you never had a chance to see him. But how does that equate to, like, wanting to merge? And then, like somebody said, it made all the sense in the world. Wouldn't that be more viable to do that for a team like Bessemer? Haven't that been the team that won? Haven't that been the team, you know what I'm saying, that everybody has been prepping for and all that? So wouldn't people, he said, yeah, last night was crazy, man. I was getting everything but the answers that I was, answers to the question I was asking. And I'm still trying to figure out in that process, like, okay, what are we doing? Why are we upset that I'm talking about merger? To me, when I say merger, I'm specifically talking about when two teams are eliminated and you not no longer playing versus that team. I disagree with that. I don't like it. Why? Because let's say all right, let's say we're in the league, right? And I'm gonna tell people, because a lot of people don't know the difference, and I ain't talking about my audience, but a lot of people don't know the difference between the merger. The merger is when you and another team combine and you no longer play that team is no longer a team, right? Now you guys come under our umbrella, like for instance, last year, RDE was previously RDU. They merged with the Georgia Eagles, right? So it became the Real Deal Eagles. So you changed the name, and that's a team that you no longer play. That's a merge, right? Now, group of players going over to a team is not a merge. Now, do I think that is fair and all that other stuff? I mean, to me, it's the same. Everybody in the NFL every year they make a ton of drafts. So do we say, oh well, they got this player on this team, so they merging? No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. And I think, people just moving too fast. A lot of times, teams in the NBA, NFL, or wherever, it doesn't usually translate. But they understand when it's Coach Mark, every year when he has talent, he has been able successfully, right, to get the job done. So I don't know. People might look at it a slight tad bit different, but for the most part, you know, I mean, it's just football, bro. It's just football. But I think that in a way that it's kind of selfish. Cause let's say that these teams do merge. What about the other kids? Cause like we just talked about, you can have 40 kids on that roster. You already know all them kids not about to get no PT. Now I can see how some teams they don't cut, right. They don't cut none of their players, so therefore um it's going to be a lot of players on the team. But a lot of people, they cut players. They just keep certain players on the team because they may not want them on somebody else's team. For that reason, I think that that's super selfish. I don't agree with that. A lot of people don't like, how I view things, but at the same time, how does that help a kid? You can't even damn near get in practice. You only need what, 11 players on both sides. So even in practice, you may not even be able to get the development that you need. Nobody needs 40 players. And that's what it was seeing, because RDU got a lot of players. RDE, they was deep last year. They don't have the whole entire team. Maybe the best, some of the best players, but I don't even want to say that because everybody on that team was good. So they still got a lot of good pieces. And then on when it comes to RDU, they got a lot of good pieces. They got some good pieces. A lot of people don't know about this young kid, Amir. Amir, number 8. If y'all ain't had a chance to see him, man, y'all missing out. Because that young man right there is official. I'm talking about good. And a lot of people don't know him because they wasn't really too much paying attention to what Georgia Falcons was doing last year. But this young man has carried them to victory like four games that I seen. And I damn near might do some highlights on it. That's what, all that stuff it's about, man. It's about, giving the kids the opportunity to shine on the field. Now, do I think, and am I for teams merging, getting rid of a team just so kids won't have another place to go? So they probably have to go play in the league when they actually are above the league in talent, and they're good enough, to play like on a national scale. The thing about it is a lot of these kids has aspiration as well. So if the kids have aspirations, allow them to live that dream. You know what I'm saying? Allow them to live that dream. A lot of times we consider like just winning as everything. It's not. It's not. Who got the most players? This is the way that you brag. I got the most players in the NFL than anybody. That's how I brag. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't brag the same as everybody. I like to brag on how many players I helped get, to not just high school, but also to college. The exposure that I was able to help them get. That's how I brag, by other people shining, other little kids doing their stuff. That's what it's about. It's not about, oh, I just want to beat this person so bad that I'm basically gonna take everybody in Georgia, just to play against this one team. But now all the teams that we was looking forward to y'all to play week by week, now we don't even get a chance to see that. Bro, I'm not okay with that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I can't do it. Y'all, that's the one thing that y'all gonna know that you gonna get from me is you gonna get honesty, and you gonna get me staying consistent on what I've been saying. I said it last year. I said it last year. Lambeau again was number one at one point. ATL Elite Red Dogs was number 3 going into nationals. And then Bessemer Tigers was number 5. And those teams were going to merge. And I said, nah, bro, I'm not for that. I'm not no, I'm not for it. Now they tried it and it didn't work out in a way that they wanted it to work out. Okay. But however, we got to make sure that these kids are getting an opportunity. As I like to go to it. Hey, man, shout out to Aza. Shout out to my dog PA. He says, peace, man. He says, I like your lead. Has D1, D2 teams. What he says, and if you play for the overall league championship, D1, D2 wins. Yep, that would be the representative. I read that, man. He says, talking about better, but still got coaches on the field. Man, hey, that's crazy. He says, yeah, last night was crazy. Hey, Kai was good. Jay, he said that wasn't a merge. There was no Georgia Eagles team at that age group. He said 35 Lotus said it's gonna be scary against going against them apes. He says this year. For sure, man. They're gonna be good. Now, I don't get I don't get why every year they throw a team on me. I don't get that. He said the great football town of Pittsburgh City League is now AYF. He says Philly AYF is preparing for 2025 with Oryx, North Philly Blackhawks, Frankfurt, Sturgis, Hornets, and then North Philly Aztecs. Oh, so they getting ready to merge, man. Hey, shout out to AYF. AYF, man, they making some moves, man. As you can see, they not stagnant. If AYF is literally able to do things like give the kids more exposure, if they able to, do stuff like let's say, for instance, if they wanted to put us on a platform or something like that, right, to talk youth sports. Now, it don't matter who I go to, bro. I gotta talk all teams that I can, right? But let's say he had me and he put me on this platform or us on the platform, and then we get to meet his audience and stuff like that, and we, kind of entertain y'all on what's going on in the youth world. That'll be dope. That'll be exposure. I can talk about a lot of people. On top of that, do my own stuff or whatever. That's where AYF is lacking. AYF is lacking because they don't really put their kids out there like that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because if they able to change that, they're going to literally, have I ain't gonna say an edge, but it's going to be hard to compete with them. It's going to be very hard. So AYF, shout out to what y'all doing. Y'all got a whole hell of a lot of teams. I think he said like 400 teams or something like that. Man, that's a lot of teams. So that within itself is letting me know that AYF is going to be around for a long time. Now, unless they mess that up, Unless they mess that up, then I don't understand. Uh Mick Dunn said, he said Friday night, he says you and your boy what he say? Went out to eat. He says then hung out. What he say? What the hell you talking about? I don't know what you talking about, bro. You weird. Um, but yeah, man, I think AYF is definitely in a great space. And like I say, I'm looking forward to seeing some teams. Now I wish they do some other stuff, and they got the team to do it. See, I don't got the team to do it right now, but I'm working on it. I'm building. I'm looking to do other stuff. But AYF got some good teams, and hell, they think that since they got what Florida Elite, what is it, North or something like that? Listen, if that becomes successful, they're going to possibly get the whole Florida Elite. So depending on how that goes, he says, Ryan Harrison says, he says, what state is the best state, is the best football? What do you say? What state has the best football? He said, youth or high school. All right, so in high school, California got the best football. In high school, California has the best football. In youth football, right now, I gotta say it is depending on what age, but in most ages, is definitely Georgia. But if you're talking about just what, if you talking about like if you go down age group, all right, let's go. Let's go to age group. If we talking about 6U, well, I don't know 6U. 7U, it would be Georgia, because that would be GA. If it's 8U, then that is who? Supreme. Okay. You could say Supreme slash NWO, Bessemer. I could go with those three. Now I'm gonna go with Supreme, but those other threes are good. So then the other team, 9U, you got between, I'm going with uh Rare Breed, but the better one is Rare Breed, but then I still got to put Frankfurt Charger in that, in that mention. So then we go 10U. We already know that's Georgia and Alabama. 11U, that's Georgia. But this year they're gonna have some really great competition with the DMV DMV Ferrari boys. Then they got the Mac Dolphins. Then they have um, who else? Possibly MGR. Then Bugatti's supposed to still be the same. 12U. Shoot. Now I don't know. I don't know about Bounty Boys. I know they probably lost a few players, so I'm not sure. But I know they ain't got Mel. He was a key part to that key piece to that team. So I don't know with him. And then obviously, you got Georgia. No, I'm sorry, that'd be 13U. Georgia Eagles. You got Georgia Eagles. Then you got Twin City. Then you got DMV. DMV still good. DMVU. And then you got some other key pieces, but for the most part, man, you could say Georgia. You could say Georgia and Alabama, some of Philly, and then you got some of the DMV district. But he said, in my opinion, I gotta go with modern day. I think modern day is the best team out there. To be honest, flat out honest with you. I he says no merging, Ken. He says just mention Pittsburgh City. Said just mention Pittsburgh City League is now AYF, in Philly AYF. He says league teams prepping for spring ball. He says 2 leagues in city, 5 hours apart, not a merge. I didn't think it was a merge. I was just saying, like, now that y'all both AYF, and I'm basically equating that AYF is pretty much a team that I mean is a league that's kind of playing Pac-Man. They looking to get as many teams involved as possible. They got now a league in California, right? Where the Oakland Dynamites just joined. They said they got like 32 teams in there. So I'm like, God damn, 32 teams, but then they only get to play like eight or 10. That's the part where I disagree. Y'all play all them games, but then you only get to play like 8 or 10 games just to go to the AYF. Like, that's crazy. And then Dynamite said, even though Coach Chewy said that he was looking to do D2 again, which I don't get. However, you lost to a D1 team, which is the powerhouse elite. So they can't hide this year at all. Or they gets no credit for winning at all. Coach, no. Coach Martise, no. I ain't giving them a lick of credit if they win D2 again. Once you win D2, you should automatically have to go D1. Period. Automatically. Now, the part where, in the I guess the AYF like rule change thing, and it was saying like if D1 beat D2, D2, I mean if D2 beat D1, D2 would now be the representative of AYF going into the playoffs. But my thing is this: like, why don't you just make them come into D1? Like, it don't even have to be that. Just make them come to D1. Says best football for high school is Texas. Reason being is because they are in weight room. He says they are the only state who takes the weight room serious. Now, that's not true, my guy. That's definitely not true. Because in California, weight training and all that stuff, bro, they all do that. They all do that. Modern day is just a better team. And then, like I say, that's why OG Ducks is always good. They get the best players, and they go there and they have a coach that knows the system, and he knows talent. He knows talent. Like, for instance, what's his name? Kizzy Baraka. Dude, he about to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, he considered already one of the top cornerbacks out there. Who he played for? OG Ducks. Said we want to hear about 5U, 6U, 7U sometime. Sheesh, man. Hey, look, man. Give me a call. Let me know. Keep me up on what the 5U, 6U, 7U is doing, man. Because last year, I decided after a parent was upset with my analysis, I decided that I'm not going to do that young. I damn near didn't even want to do 7U, but then I seen that parents was a little more resolved. They was a little okay, but I just didn't do the player comparisons and stuff like that. I don't want to touch the 6U. I don't want to touch the 6U because you might be okay with it, but overall, a lot of other people may not be okay with it. They may not accept it. So therefore, I'm not I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I am not. Y'all ain't about to cut my head off, man. I can't do it. He said, hey, man, look, I think y'all, look, out of all the people that started, man, I think that the 6U and under is the damn craziest. They got the craziest parents. Not saying you, but they do. He said, if you got to know, you got to tap in. I'm trying to tap in. Do you not know how many people reach out to me giving me information and stuff like that helps me out? For sure. It says best youth football state is Georgia, point blank period. Yeah, I guess overall, yes, overall. I can go with overall. For now, right? A lot of people are catching up for sure, but and like my dog PA always say, man, he say he feels like North Philly will be the best out there if these teams can set their differences aside and start emerging. But then when I be on that Philly page or the with them cats from Philly, a lot of them they don't support. They don't even want you mentioning their name, man. He said, Ryan, trust me, you gotta give them babies some they shine for sure. Definitely gotta get them babies. Definitely gotta get them. Hey, Jay says, he says, dude sounded crazy thinking Texas is the only ones in the weight room. Man, for sure, bro. Texas ain't the only one out there. PA, he says you misinformed about AYF, Ken. You must not have been listening to Craig. He said AYF leagues and regional varies, so things are adjusted accordingly. Nah, bro. Well, okay. What I'm trying to say about AYF is that they are getting a lot of teams to become a part of AYF. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that, because he said you misinformed about AYF. You must not have been listening to Craig. AYF leagues and regions vary, so things are adjusted accordingly. No, I'm just talking about the AYF uh, thing that I just read, the rule change, and it was saying that if the D2 end up playing the D1 or challenges the D1 and play them and win, that they are currently the representative of that league. So AYF D1 state champs. He says go straight to nationals to represent their state. He says D2 champs still play regionals after state to advance to national. But in this letter that I read, they said if the D2 challenges that D1 and win is D2, not D1. That's the part that I read on the letter that somebody tagged me in. He says, you keep talking about one team from Cali. He says Texas. Man, I can name like 3 or 4 teams. I can name modern day Bosco. We can go to Pittsburgh. We can go to De La Salle. I know everybody should know De La Salle. They only won 152 games in a row. Then you got a team like McClymonds. Not merge, get the best players. I'm not. Damn, PA, are we on a different league? We on a different thing today. He said, he said, I never said Philly should merge. I've said that there's plenty of talent, right? In several national org. They just aren't structured to win national. Bro, I could have sworn I said that you said that there is a lot of talent out there, but egos won't allow them to come together to play. That's not a merge. That's not a merge. If you get a few players, some of the talent from other teams, that's not a merge. A merge is when two teams come together and form a different name that represents both brands. That's what a merge is. Yeah, man. I think me and PA is not here tonight. I guess not. I guess we just not there. Cause I could have swore I'm saying something different. But sure, bro. Anyway, man, this year I think we should be seeing the little league youth football coming back the way that it should be, right? The only thing that I would say is that I agree, put your kids in the best position to win. But before you do that, at least have a 2-year plan when you do that, okay? Because to go from here to there, like we don't want that. What we want is We want people to see us as reliable. And then you already know a lot of coaches talk. They talk to each other. They say things. What we want is we want them kids to have the best representation out there. We want them to flourish. And then the other thing is we want the coaches to be in line because it's all for the kids. That's the only thing that I want people to know when it comes to that. Just understand that whatever decision you make is is not your own. It's what's best for the kids, not just also what the kid want. You want what's best for them. Because if we can take our emotions out of it, we got to understand and get this football thing back to being fun because that's what it is. And that's why, another reason why I was against people merging. Because when you minimize teams, and stuff like that, then that's less teams to play, right? Now, all the games that we were anticipating on seeing from each team, it may not be a thing. Like I was looking forward to seeing how RDU, play towards to the East Side Raiders and the Bessemers and all that other stuff, right? Them being a team, right? A consistent team, having a team that been playing together for a minute. Them playing versus Bessemers and stuff like that. I was looking forward to seeing them. I was looking forward to seeing them play Rare Breed. I was looking forward to RDE playing Rare Breed. I was looking forward to So Icy and them playing Rare Breed. I was looking forward to all of them playing Rare Breeds and everybody else playing So Icy in Bessemer. That's what I was looking forward to. So when they do the stuff that they did, man, it just kills organizations. As you can see, Lambo never came back as Lambo. Lambo is no longer unless they decide that this is something that they want to do. You see what I'm saying? Now, if they decide that this is something that they want to do, then what I can say is this. Um, like, okay, well, we got a 2-year plan. Let me merge with this team, and then let me, go and branch off for my last year to become this team. But a lot of times it don't happen. If you look at certain teams, right, they just don't bounce back. Whenever they merge, they just go all the years without it. I remember um what was it? I think it was the ABA. ABA didn't have a team for a minute. Ever since, the teams, Tucker and all that, they decided to go and all play for the Falcons United. Like, bro, the organization wasn't the same. East Metro also joined. East Metro wasn't the team. Now they still have an organization, but that team never formed. It never formed again. So that's the other thing. You're at 10U right now. If you do that for the rest of the duration, they're going to have only a few teams. He says, I said on many occasions that there are 1.5 million people in Philly, no merges. He says needed just the right mix of kids, coaches, and parents. He says coaches and parents is necessary. It's necessary. Plus, you got to be willing to compete as an org. No, I mean that's facts, bro. That's the only thing, though. Got to be willing to compete. However, like egos, bro, and that's the part. Egos. And I seen something, and I was trying to wait for Fanatic. Fanatic just texted me and said like 3 minutes he'll be on. All right, so here's the thing. I just seen something where they talk about, okay, thank you, Sonora. Thank you. Thank you. That was the first answer that I got. I've been saying this. Thank you. I'm glad. Because it's not needed. They good enough. They hella good already. So but the other thing is that I seen, right? and this is why a lot of teams, a lot of players and parents need to get aware of this. The coaches, this is what the coaches at the college stated. They said that when they said that they're not even looking at high school right now or any of that stuff. They said that because of the portal, right? Now, everybody is doing like what they call a portal, which is, if you're not familiar with a portal, is basically, is something, saying that, I'm open to go to another team, or I'm willing to go to another team or whatever. Now, the coaches said, due to the fact there are teams, there are players that are entering the transfer portal every year, right? So, and these are proven people saying that they are good, they are college great, they're on a level of, being very successful as a player and all that other stuff. So, being that they have a portal, they saying that it's so many people doing it that they literally not even looking at high school as much. So the thing about it is, it seems like JUCO, junior college, is going to become a real thing. And why do I say that? Because when you go to junior college and you play 2 years, right? And then you go to a college, a university, you still got your 4-year eligibility, right? So, man, I see a lot of chaos moving forward because everybody is pretty much just moving around. I think a lot of people are going to be snubbed. I think a lot of people are going to be out of a scholarship. Some people are going to have a lot of testimony saying that, man, look, I'm not doing it no more. Like, I messed up my life. I ruined it. And then here's the other part that a lot of people don't know about entering a portal. So if you play for Tennessee, let's just use them. If you play for Tennessee and then you got a scholarship, you enter that portal, you no longer have a scholarship. And not just that, the team that you thought that you were going to, right, may not pick you up. So now, not only do you not have a team to go to, you don't have a scholarship, you're not in school getting a college education for free, you just lost your scholarship. So it's a lot of stuff that people are doing is kind of hindering them. That's why I say, man, look, before you make the decision, make sure that you're knowledgeable about everything that's transpiring. Make sure that you're very knowledgeable, because if you don't, like, if you don't take the necessary steps, you're in trouble. Literally, you're in trouble because you can lose NIL money. You can, man, it's a lot of stuff that you can be losing. And so, like, people so like unsatisfied. That dude Carmani, he lucky. He lucky because he didn't have a scholarship at first either. But then they end up, granting him one. But he wasn't ready like that. They wasn't giving that dude no love like that. You sat there and you bash Deion Sanders, and then all of a sudden, you decide to enter the portal, but he didn't have nobody willing to give him money or anything. But he just thought that, oh well, based on the fact that he played for Deion, that everybody was gonna come run it. Now he ended up signing a scholarship, but that dude played Russian roulette with his life, with his career. And that's unfortunate. But the thing is, nobody is talking about it, right? Nobody is giving them the game. So this is what makes me play this video right here, because I feel like as a community, right, I'm probably one of the few people that don't hide information. I don't care. Like, if it helps you, maybe it'll come back to me full circle, right? It'll come back to me in a way to where I can continue to be of assistance to somebody else. I can still help, right? So here's the
At some
video
point in
right
life,
quick.
we're going to have to address black people getting ahead and then charging address black people getting ahead. It's not community. And then charging other. Like, for example, you saying, oh, your house should be in a trust. Why do you got to charge me to show me how to make a trust? Oh, your house should be in a trust. Why not just teach me how to make a trust? The goal is that we make it easier for the generations that come behind us. The goal is give the knowledge. Easier for the generations. Why do you got to charge me for the knowledge? Just give the knowledge. Invest in the stock market. Why do you got to charge me for the knowledge? But I'm going to charge you. Invest in the stock market. To learn how to do the stock market. But I'm going to charge you. Why? To learn how to do the stock market. Why not just learn so you can teach? That's community. Why not just learning so you can teach? That's community. Okay, then learning so you can teach. Farm bartering. I'm throwing down $30 here, $30 at the grocery store. Fuck, I'm throwing down $30. Give me some eggs. I'm gonna teach you how to put this whole farm in a trust. Give me some eggs. Y'all don't barter. Teach you how to put this whole farm in a trust. Why is hair $500? Y'all greedy. Why is hair $500? Y'all greedy.
All right. So the reason I played that, right? The reason I played that, I give information. I get information. I give the information. Why? Because I want to see everybody successful. I'm not just telling you I want to see you successful. I'm not just saying that. I'm actually showing you that I want you to be successful. And like she said, why in hell do I gotta pay for certain information if I'm literally like just like the guy that I already played? Just like the guy, with ain't nothing free or whatever. Shout out to him. But that's what I was getting at. Like, bro, if this can help change a young man's life, so money is standing between you helping this young dude, and he don't have he doesn't have the the know-it-all. He doesn't understand. And you got the information, but you're unwilling to give it because he's not paying you for it. I can't ever rock with that, ever. I got some information, you got some information. That's how I rock. Because I'm not just only telling you that I want you to succeed, I'm showing you. Now, the difference between me and most, to be honest, I guess since I don't charge, I guess it got to be too good to be true or something. I don't know what it is, right? I don't know what it is. Because a lot of times people run for the information that I try to give, right? That I give, that people charge them $300 to know. Because when I can assure you, when I give y'all the information and then y'all end up going to some of these people events, y'all be like, damn, I already heard this before. But like, I paid like $300 for this. Oh, I paid, like, bro, I'm trying to give you that in return. Okay. I gotta be honest with you. In return, me giving y'all that, what do I expect out of that? It is something that come with it now that I look at it. All I want you to do is subscribe to the page and tell somebody else. That's free. That don't cost much. But like, yeah. So the thing is, man, we got to prepare these young kids for the next generation, right? In the next generation. How can we do that if they don't know? See, a lot of times they go by what your actions are, and you're not really showing much, but you understand a lot, but you ain't telling nothing because you don't want them to get the information unless you paying them. That's why when I heard somebody say the game is to be sold, not told, man, get your lame ass out of here, bruh. Nobody want to hear that. Your lame nigga, you whack. That's what you are. Because you got little kids out here that need that information and it can change their life. Do you think them other folks, you know what I'm saying? My other folks, you think they doing that? And guess what? They got majority of the money. They're not preaching that. They're not saying, hey, hey, Timothy, hey, Bill, you know what? You need this information? I'm going to charge you. I'm going to do this. No. Sometimes they even have seminars to get this stuff away. You got to, you know what I'm saying? And then that's what I'm saying. And so the thing about it is we got to be pro-youth, right? We got to be pro-youth. And here's the other reason why I said I think I got the best supporters. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got the best supporters. I just can't wait till we able to accept the information. But here's the other thing, man. Okay. Tonight, um, it's just more so about it's about helping these kids. If we want to help them, right? These are things that we literally need to do. We literally need to do. Okay. But let me read this first. Vincent said, he says JUCO doesn't count towards your college eligibility anymore. He says a lot of kids should take advantage of that, right? It's actually a plus. Exactly. Right. So that's why I was saying they're gonna have to take the JUCO route because right now, high school, I mean, colleges are not too much looking at the high schools because of how hot the portal is every year. Everybody is leaving because they have to barter, right? To the point where it's like, all right, this person is in there. Damn. Now the universities are trying to get that one person, but it's a war bid on money. So the fact that it's a war bid, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got a ton of them. You gonna have a lot of people entering the transfer portal and in that way, you know what I'm saying? The colleges are gonna be more focused on the transfer portal than they are for the high school. And like the coach said, he's already ready. We knows that. We knows that. I'm not about to rely on no freshmen. I know what this young man can do. So therefore, we're gonna go with him and try to pursue him. That's what we're gonna do. So it all makes sense. But I think the fact that you still get your 4-year eligibility after going to a junior college, I think that's dope. It came right on time because the transfer portal turned out to be the worst thing for you. It don't even work in your favor no more. So and that's what I'm saying. Get with the times, and then not just that, man. We got to make sure that we start teaching these kids. We got to start supporting these kids. And what I mean by support, I'm just gonna show this little quick video real quick, right?
How much do you want for all the chocolates? How much do you want for all the chocolates? How much do you want for all them? How much do you want for all them? 200. Count them up for me. Yeah, that's 20. 200. Count them up for me. Yeah, that's 20. So far.
I just sold one.
So far? How many of you sold? So you got 19 left.
I just sold one.
So far?
Yeah.
So you got 19 left. Can you just put them in the stroller? Or in the cart? You just put them in the Thank you. Count stroller? That up. Or in the cart? Thank you. Count that up. You can. If you're gonna do something, do it your best. Have a blessed day. If you're gonna Absolutely. Do Thanks for the. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. Absolutely.
All right. So again, why did I show that? I showed that, man, because the whole thing is, bro, I just showed y'all 2 young men that passed away in his youth football, right? One actually was getting ready to commit to Pittsburgh and stuff like that. Now you got young men out there.
Hush. Hush, hush, hush.
What the hell?
Madness. I'm logging in, trying to get my technical difficulties together over here, y'all. And all I hear is madness.
What's up, man? Huh? Hey, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. He said he having technical difficulties. But yeah, man, till he get straight. And my whole thing is this. Could you hear me now, bro? Because I can't hear you. When y'all see young men out there, right, trying to not push people over, but trying to sell stuff. Man, don't look at them. I seen a young man literally, right? I seen a young man literally reaching out to, every adult. Now, those same adults will sit there and talk about young people killing and all this other stuff. Excuse my French, right? Young people, unaliving people, and all this other stuff, right? But then you will see a young man like that walk past him, won't help, won't nothing. Pocket full of money, but you won't give a dollar. And then we get upset that these young men is out there trying to make a living in some way and by knocking people over. We can't have it both ways. So when y'all see somebody like that, man, just give a dollar or something. Just give a dollar, man. That's the way that y'all can support. You feel what I'm saying? But what's up, bro? Can you hear? I don't know what's wrong with that boy stuff. He said, this guy, he said, damn, I don't want to hear about Bessemer. hey, hey, he come with Bessemer. Nah, he tired of talking about Bessemer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just had to share that because sometimes, man, a lot of time we don't know. We understand and all of us, I know my supporters, we mean well, and a lot of them mean well. It's just that what you still in here, bro? Like a lot of times we mean well, but sometimes we just don't do what's best for the kids. If y'all see a kid out there, y'all got a dollar to spare, even if y'all don't want the product, man, just get them baby something and reward them for their effort of trying to be an entrepreneur. That's the one thing that I would love for y'all to do because it's not easy, at least for me, not to ask somebody for something. It's not easy to do that, to have to rely on somebody, but they're doing it the right way. They're trying to, not be knocking folks over. So instead of them going and playing with guns and pistols and all that, bro, they decide that they want to be on the side of them freeways, or they decided that they want to try to go to them games. They decided that they choose to do things the right way. We can't sit there and turn them away. A lot of times we got dollars, and I've seen people look at them in disgust. I said, "What the? How are you look?" I gave somebody. I didn't want it. I don't eat certain things. I didn't eat it, but I had some money to donate, so I donated it to them young men. He's like, "Oh no, you don't want this, OG?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I don't want that." You know what I'm saying? I don't really eat that. I just wanted to support y'all. I don't know if people understand this about me. Seeing people happy makes me happy. It makes me very happy to see people happy. When I see the elation, like how happy these kids are when they able to see me. When I went to some of these games and they like, oh, national sports chat here. What's up, man? You good now?
Good. Am I good?
Yeah, you ain't. We can't see you. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We
Oh man, I had to make sure I was good first. Man,
yeah,
all this nonsense. All I hear is nonsense.
man. How the
All
hell?
I hear is
Hey, hold on, wait. How the hell is having supporting a kid that's on the side of the freeway trying to sell something? How the hell is that
I don't
nonsense?
want to hear all that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Respect to you, bro. I respect your hustle.
wow.
I had something sent to me today.
All right, go ahead, bro.
I had something sent to me today. Respect to the kid on the side of the freeway trying to get his money. Get your paper. You know what I'm saying? Get your paper. But I got something sent to me today. Of course, I consider myself a journalist. So I do not reveal my sources, but I had a team tell me what his top 5 was. This is a team. This is a team. This is a team and a 10U. This is a team and a 10U. This is a good team. This is a nationally ranked team.
Okay.
This is what the coach said. This is a non-biased opinion. Number 1, Bessemer. Number 2, So Icy. Number 3, Gorilla Mob. Number 4, Georgia Eagles. Number 5, Rare Breed. Number 6, Dallas Elite. Number 7, Duval. Number 8, up for grabs, possibly West Orlando Jags 10U Jack Boys.
You told me
that's his political answer based off last season.
Can you give me that one more time, please? For the people that was in the back that couldn't hear that nonsense.
Number 1, Bessemer.
Okay.
This is his upcoming list. Number 2, So Icy. This is a national team, nationally ranked team / coach. Number 1, Bessie. Number 2, So Icy. Number 3, Gorilla Mob. Number 4, the Georgia Eagles. Number 5, Rare Breed with the eyes. He sent the eyes emoji. Number 6, Dallas Elite. Number 7, Duval. Number 8 is open, but it's believed to be West Orlando Jags 10U. A nationally ranked coach sent me that. And my question to him was, do you think the Eagles can still be top 5 with all the losses they took? He said they really should have won last year. They had a squad. But without the squad that they have, they can either be bottom feeders or they can build again. You never know with them. Same thing that we said about RDU. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the old Georgia Falcons, the old Georgia Buckeyes, right? They should have a squad, but even if they don't, they have been known to be able to build one.
Okay.
So, you feel what I'm saying? I think it's honestly, if we're going off eye test, and I know y'all hate my eyes, I think it's disrespectful not to have the OG Ducks in here. I think it's disrespectful.
That's why you can't. You got to take it with a grain of salt. What the coach said.
Yeah, I think it's disrespectful. If we're going off eye test,
he going off people that he know.
Yeah. Which is I'm cool with. I'm cool with going off of what I know, because if you asking me who do I take out of here, I don't know. So that's why I'm not mad at this list, because the only team that I think anybody can argue to take out is the Georgia Eagles. But I'm not mad if you don't take them out. They've retooled every single year and added pieces every single year. Mm-hmm. This ain't the first time they've lost kids. This ain't. So who are we to think that they can't rebuild again within the time frame? It's still early. It's just March 18th. They probably won't play their first game till the end of June or early July. That's 4 months.
All right. I just want to know, did this team put themselves in it?
No, they did not.
Okay. All right.
He did not want to be biased, so he did not put himself. But he did tell me that he believes he will be around that 6 to 8 marker or whatever. But he was like, to be non-biased, I'm not going to even put myself in it.
Okay. All right.
Let me tell you something. People that talk to Fanatic, they're not biased. Now, the people that come to Ken, them folks biased, y'all. If you bypass Fanatic to go to Ken, you're looking for a biased answer. You're looking for a biased answer. Now, you come talk to me, you're looking for the truth. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is.
Hey, I mean, I get it. But hold on. Well, you just told me, bro, because I told you that we should have did a ranking.
I think it's too early.
You think it's too early?
I think it's too early. So if the people want to know what I think, I don't mind giving it to them. But I think it's too early, man. I think it's unfair because I don't know the teams. I at least need till May. around May, people get a little more settled, You know what I'm saying? Now we're starting to work on plays a little bit more. Some kids still playing baseball, soccer, and basketball. Matter of fact, baseball just starting to go. Baseball just starting to go, man. Soccer just starting to go. You feel what I'm saying? Yep, some people dibble and dabble in that 7-on-7, but everybody ain't like Ticket. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Ticket out there in Bessemer. He running track right now.
Hey, T
So
Street said rare got to start at 10 though.
Hey, look, man, it ain't mine. It ain't mine. This is what other people are putting. This is what coaches. This is a true. You know what, bro? When we do the ranking, I want to do an AP poll, man. I want to do a coaches poll. You feel what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
legit
no,
want
but
to
that's
do
what
a
I'm
coaches
saying, bro.
poll.
I was gonna do that live.
Yeah, I want to do
Yeah,
a
that's why I
coaches
want to do.
poll.
I want to do that live, where we just take some of the top teams, and as they're telling me the teams that they feel should go. Let's say do a top 15 or a top. What do you
Right.
want to do? A top 20, top 15, and
No,
as they
we
sharing
would do a top 10. We're gonna
a
leave it
top
at 10.
a top 10,
At most 12. We can't do no 15, bro. 15 is it's
that's too
wild,
much.
bro.
Well, I mean,
12 is good enough, bro.
I
12 is good
mean,
enough.
if we do one, I guess where we got enough time. I mean, that'll be nothing, really, to be honest.
Yeah, you know me though, man. When you start getting to like 15 and 20, people don't even know those teams, but they'll become judgmental based on names and stuff like that. When you keep it at 12, that kind of leaves the upper echelon that we all know of for the
All
most part.
right. So look, you said we leave it at the upper echelon. So that you and I, we
We
got
can do
a
20.
we got a couple of teams, right? That's supposed to be coming on here. Um, Duval Jack confirmed for
I'm so
Sunday.
Duval.
They
I'm so
they confirmed for Sunday.
Duval. Ah. Let's go,
Tomorrow,
man.
we just got the coach. That was doing that Clayton Cali, and that basically left talking about them. So they'll be on here tomorrow. Then I'm waiting on a
North
response
Clayton?
From Dallas Elite. Yeah.
North Clayton coming on
Not
tomorrow?
not North Clayton. The what's the guy? What they team? The one that you tagged me in this.
North Clayton. Shout out to OTF in the building, man.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so that
Shout out to nationally ranked OTF, man. Big
yeah,
Southside in the building tomorrow.
yeah. So that coach right there.
Well, yeah, man. We got, hey, man. Damn that Clayton County shit. I want to know what's going on. I don't give a
Nah,
damn
I
about
ain't
that.
gonna.
I want to know where they going. You feel me? I want to know what they've been working on, man. They was a nationally ranked team, man. I want to know what's next.
He said, "So what's your top 5?" He ain't talking to me. He got
Hey,
to be talking.
I ain't gonna lie, Street. It's too early, Streets. I can't give a top 5
But you said you
because
can't do a 15. I
I
can
can't even,
definitely do it. I could
I
definitely do
mean,
it. We could definitely do a 15. Cause
how can
bro,
you? I think we need at least till 8. Can we get to April 1st, y'all? Can I
so
see
you
y'all
want
throw a ball?
I'm saying, bro, it's based off. Okay, so when they do college, right? Is it that they wait to the first games, or do they just feel like, okay, the team who made the best moves and should be the best, we
So
ranked them
right
accordingly.
after the season, when they have college, right after the season, they'll do two early rankings. They will right after the season. They do it in the NBA, they do it in the NFL. As soon as the season is done, they'll do a two early rankings, which I feel like we do. I feel like we do a rankings at the end of the season. But I think the difference is once with college, you can see who's already committed to a team. Like you can like things are already set and on paper. Youth coaches hide a lot of stuff. Like youth coaches hide a lot of stuff, man. Youth coaches don't like to show what they got, and yeah, it's just too difficult, bro. It's too difficult. And I'm like, yeah, man, I prefer to wait till I see you throw a ball. Let me can you Get your 7-on-7 out, pick the ball up and throw it, and let me see who's throwing it, and let me see who you're throwing it to. Then I can start to be like, all right, I seen this, I seen that, I seen this, I seen that. Because I know that this man don't like 7-on-7. I love it. I love it. I love 7-on-7. It shows me. It shows me more than, it shows me a lot. Don't show me more than what tackle does, but it definitely shows me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
PA said, Street said it's based off last year. But now I'm going into
based off
year.
last year for sure. But too many things have changed already.
Yeah, but like I was just saying, like, okay, based on some of the moves that we have heard, and that we know that has transpired and stuff like that, I think that'll be fun, to be honest. But PA football said
I don't mind, but we just got to give me a date so I can reach out to my teams and do my due diligence.
Well, let me see. He says, not a good idea. This show is a Georgia bias. Damn.
He's Georgia bias.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
I just told. Hold on. Nope. See, PA don't get to do that. See, we already was kind of, while y'all was talking and all that other stuff, he already started off wrong today. Just today. Like, it felt like I was saying tomato and he was talking about pasta. Like, I mean, bro, we just seeing things too differently. PA, I was the only one talking about North Philly before North Philly just started. This is why I really started getting at North Philly. I was giving them nothing but praise. Nothing but praise. I said one thing that went against North Philly. And I get a ton of DMs. Man, you're biased. You're this. You're that.
I love it, y'all. Keep doing it. Keep doing it to them.
You're that. I said,
I have become a man of the people. Keep doing that.
I said, hold on, bro. Did y'all forget or ignore all of the good stuff that I said? You had this man right here that wasn't giving y'all no respect or shine.
Don't put me in your business.
I had to tell
Don't put me in your business.
I had to tell my dog Champ Cheese. I said, Champ, bruh, haven't I been giving y'all love, showing y'all love, giving y'all respect, doing all that stuff or whatever? I say y'all should play the Bounty Boys, and you know what I'm saying? That'll be a good game and all that. Now all of a sudden, like, they coming into me and getting at me and all that stuff. That's when I'm like, all right, you know what? Ain't no pleasing y'all. It ain't no way. But he says, not a good idea to show this show is a GA bias. He said, and if y'all don't track at least 25 teams each age group and only keep ranking 10 to 15, says teams keep saying the rest of the teams are, what do you say? The rest of the teams are nobody, not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't mean to say no teams or nobody, but this is the teams we feel like that are the best teams out there. I'll say that for sure. He said rare breed number 1 on the planet. So
no, not yet, not yet. Let's see. There we go.
Coach, you said that y'all was gonna start at 5. Now you going to the number 1. He said, it says first official ranking should be after Labor Day, but nothing wrong with making the projection as the season's near. Yeah, man, that's all it is, having fun. And that's why I was saying, because I wanted to know what y'all think. That's why I specifically stated that I want to do, a rankings or whatever with y'all opinion. So it won't be mine or Fanatic. It will be what the majority is saying it is. And I want to see what that looks like at the end of the show. Like, okay, so if this is y'all and y'all had it y'all way, then how would that look? I'm not trying to, insert myself into this. I'm trying to do something, not fan, but supporter engagement and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. So if I'm saying, look, man, we live, y'all get a chance to say what team should be what. Let's see how that look. That way, y'all can't sit there and say, Fanatic, you bias, we bias, this bias. What I will do, I will have a bunch of teams already ready to be put together, right? I'll be on the Canva. Whatever team y'all pick, I'll go to that team. I'll put that team, right? The next team that y'all pick, I'll go to that team and then I'll download it. I'll download them all and then upload it into this system to where y'all can see, okay, this is what the draft will look like. I mean, this is what the rankings will look like if y'all selected it. How can y'all still be biased when I'm saying and I'm trying to do stuff like that? All you got to do is show up, man. Show up and show out. That's it. Oh, I ain't got to worry about you, PA. Shit. Support, you man. You support. Well, what you think about that, man?
I mean, I'm okay with it, man. I don't think the coaches know much. You know what I'm saying? But we can put it in their hands. I kind of agree with PA, bro. Like, I love my YNC folks. I love y'all to death, bro. Shout out to Jonah. Shout out to Clayton. I have to say that all the time because I know Jonah and Clayton don't feel this way, but other people feel like if you ain't saying positive shit about YNC all the time, then you're downing it. That's not the case. But anyway, the YNC folks, man, y'all a cult over there, bro. It's a damn cult. Y'all have that. They have a cult. YNC is a cult following. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't YNC, if you're not picking YNC first 5 teams at all times, then everybody feels like you don't know what you're talking about because these teams are the best teams. And I just don't feel that way. I don't, bruh. I don't, and I never will. I think that they have good teams. I think they have great teams, but I think they top heavy. The first maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 is good.
So
the
you
other
agree
one,
with some of the other people?
yeah, bro. I'm not, bro. My thing is, we seen a Georgia Falcons team who ended up winning 3rd at YNC lose to the North Carolina Giants. I don't even know if their 9U went to AYF. Like, I don't even think they made it, I don't even think they made it out of the regional tournament. You know what I'm saying? So how can we say anybody that goes from YMC to over here would win? No. But now if you asking me what the first top 2, yeah, probably, yeah. Anybody? No, because the North Carolina Giants literally didn't throw a pass. If y'all don't believe me, he was there. They didn't throw the ball. And I'm not trying to be funny. Bro, they weren't running no pulls. It wasn't no traps. Down, said hut. Downhill, whop pow, whop pow, whop pow. That's what they was doing to the Georgia Falcons' head. Whop pow, whop pow, whop pow. That's what that boy was doing. Shout out to the running back of the North Carolina Giants. So that's a prime example of, there are teams that was a 9U. There are teams, that was 9U last year. There are teams that can still, beat, YNC teams. Now, the first 1 or 2, yeah, those pretty much be sold up. We ain't gonna bull job about that for the most part. Not every age group, because that 12U was an argument last year. But outside of that, they pretty much sold up. When you get past 1 or 2, now we can start debating for real.
All right, let me see what he's. And he reading this gave me idea. He says there's a bigger gap between number 1 team and number 10 than there is between 11 through 25.
And that's why I don't like to do it. That's why I don't like to do it. Because that's what I'm saying. When you start talking 11 through 25 or 11 and 12 and 13 and 4, those games are interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really get into the meat and potatoes of who played what the score differential is, and like those games become true arguments. They become true arguments, true debates. You got to really know those things, because that's why I say the top 10 is like an upper echelon conversation. Once you get past 10, it's not that those teams aren't good, but it's that they're all basically fighting for the same spots now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because now, let's just talk about our favorite little age group from last year. Now you'll have a North Clayton OTF that might have beat a Jack Boys, but Jack Boys beat a this, but then a Wahoma beat a this, but then this Wahoma, a Georgia Force could have beat a this, but then you got an East Side that could have beat a this, and then don't forget the 75-7 Bulls. And bro, it starts to become like you splitting hairs. You know what I'm saying? You're splitting hairs, and it's a hard conversation to have without all of the knowledge. 1 through 10, there's a lot of knowledge there, and the only you may be arguing about where you want to put 7, 8, 9, 10.
PA says, "Come on, bro, you can't be serious. Live ranking, voting with a Georgia crowd. That's the thing. You can tell people to come. That's what I'm saying. PA, bro, PA act like he ain't the man, bro. That's the part that I like how modest he is, but he act like, bro, hey man, hey, make sure y'all come here so we can, it's engaging. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of it. So if it's more y'all than them, like we did a poll not that long ago. We did a poll. Fanatic ended up losing by a point.
That ain't how I recall it, but go ahead.
Yeah. At one point it was like half.
Oh yeah, because you keep the polls open longer than you're supposed to try to prove a point.
How?
Once you come on the show in politics, which
It's
is crazy,
24-hour, bro. I ain't got no horse in the race at
you
all.
still politicking, man.
Bro, I ain't piling nothing. I ain't doing nothing.
Shout out to Why We Here, man. Shout out to Lauderdale Lakes that had 2 kids from Woj. Actually 3 kids from Woj. Damn. Shout out to Lauderdale Lakes for having 3 kids from Woj join their 11U.
Well, actually, see, PA, actually, I was wrong. It turned out to be 51%.
Of what? Me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you I won. That's what I said. You see, I don't even argue with you sometimes. Sometimes
Hey,
I already know I'll be right.
You just thought I cheated, bro. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
So
a lot of times I know I'm right. I just be like, I'm gonna let them have it, but I know I'm right.
Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Because I'm wrong on the fact that I thought that I had more votes than you, but I'm right with PA because now he can't use that as an excuse. You got more people show up and give credit, right, for AYF than they did for the battle. He says, still didn't answer my question. He says, why we didn't see GA win AYFD1 yet. But we seen AYF 8-1 win Y and C.
Well, I think that's because we don't have that. Our top teams are not in that age bracket.
You just seen GMU win.
He said Georgia teams though.
Georgia.
But our top teams are not in that age bracket. Now we do have some teams in that age bracket, like a 4-4 Bulls who could, go down there and play. But for the most part, though, our top teams ain't in that age bracket, which, I would love to see. I honestly think we have too many teams trying to compete to go to shout out to Born Chasers. I think we have too many teams trying to compete to go to the same thing. They need to kind of adjust their systems and go ahead, or the ones that do, play that, that 731, that 81 birthday, they need to go ahead and pop out. Do what needs to be done to go and play in AYF.
You already know. Shout out to Supreme, but go ahead, bro.
You feel what I'm saying? Hey man, somebody told me to stop bigging up West Orlando. They not gonna be what I think they gonna be. If I listen to everybody who said a team ain't gonna be what I think they gonna be, I would always be wrong.
You would have more
about a lot of
corrections. You would
stuff.
be right a lot more often.
That's crazy because you just put up a poll where I won, and then we go back to YNC. I have more wins than you, but that's another conversation for another day.
Overall, you
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
don't. Yeah,
We didn't keep overall stats. We didn't keep
Yeah,
overall
ain't even
stats.
close, bro.
You're going off of
No,
what
I
you
kept
think.
Bro,
You're going off of what you think. I got proof. The proof is I got episodes that I could pull up and say, this is what you said right here. Boom. I made sure I kept track of, hey, remember, you lost. I'm one up. Hey, remember, you just lost another one. I'm one up.
No, I know for the
so you didn't do that. All you're doing is coming at the end of the season saying, well, I got more. Where is the proof?
I said
Don't worry.
it, bro.
This year I will have proof.
No, for this season, matter of fact, yes, we will have proof. For this season, I mean, last season, I specifically stated during preseason that this is my record, and towards the end of the year, my record is gonna be crazy. I even said I had a crazy start because I was 35-17.
Bro, it wasn't even no games last year for real to even have a record. I'm saying during the season.
Hey, bro, you can't start something and then all of a sudden, bro. Then
I don't recall. I recall YNC. I recall YNC. That's what I recall. I recall YNC.
He says T Street said we don't have eight A1 teams. He said we have some, but they are rec teams.
We have some A1s, like I think 404 is an A1. Like I think that Northwest Georgia Football League is an A1, but those teams don't go.
Hey, that's crazy.
They don't go.
That's crazy that PA said that that we Georgia bias, and you always picking everybody but Georgia.
Hasn't a team conformed to AYF rules? I'm gonna be honest. I moved back to Georgia, I think now 4 or 5 years ago. And here, bro, it kind of, when you talk about PA a lot of times, it sounds like Georgia in a way where everybody just conforms to the same thing. Nobody thinks about, oh shit, let me be different. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody is saying to themselves, like if I'm like a Georgia Force, or if I'm a Lithonia, instead of combining to go 7-1, why don't I combine, and whoever don't meet the 731 or the 81, we're gonna get rid of you. So we're gonna combine, keep our 81s, and everybody else, y'all can stay and play 7-1. You feel what I'm saying? It's like everybody in Georgia follows the same model and trying to get the same result.
Because they all planning on going to YNC, brother.
Which it would never even make sense for YNC to take multiple Georgia teams. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. I literally have no idea why we are all trying to be the same crab in the same bucket instead of trying to get out and being like, nah, I want to go over here. It's too many. It's crowded over here. Let me go over here. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, bro. He read that.
No, we just said that. I don't know why. I really don't know why we won't move. But I just really think it's a follower mentality. No disrespect to none of the coaches in Georgia, but I do. I think it's just a follower mentality. Like, I don't know why, if you're not a SOIC, a North Clayton, or whatever, and not even saying like, North Clayton is just a premier, but they're a team that can compete with the likes of 7-1 teams. If you're not that, then why don't you go 8-1 so that way you can have something to compete in?
Yeah, I just don't like that. I just don't like that notion, though. Kind of what my dog PA just said. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, basically an 8-1 team won a YNC. Well, first of all, like I told you, it doesn't make a difference. That's number one. Number two, you can't have it both ways, my dude. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, well, my 8-1 7-1." But if my 7-1 play against the 8-1 and the 7-1 win, oh, that's because y'all older. Like, no, bro, we can't do that. We can't do that. Either it matter or it doesn't.
I ain't gonna lie. I think if Georgia made an 8-1, maybe the first year we would lose, maybe. But the truth of the matter is we would figure out, we would honestly do what we've been doing YNC. We would combine our teams up here at 8-1. We would go down and we would start to win that too. And that's just how, and y'all know I ain't even no big Georgia guy. But I definitely think if we decided, you know what, we're gonna take some of the teams that's, the like, I think if right now Coach Montana said, damn this YNC, and they took a gorilla mob approach, there's no way in hell that I think that they can't win 9U.
Fact. I think they can.
I just do.
Here's the other thing that nobody is really mentioning. Y'all saying they're a 7-1 team, but you got so many teams with all of them can meet the A1 cutoff.
And that's what I'm saying. They can drop those 4 or 5 kids, and they can go and find four or 5 more kids. We so green up here. We'll go find a team that got the best 8-1 kids, and we got the best 7-1 kids, and we'll say, I'll swap you these 5 kids. That's the kind of shit we do in Georgia, bro. Like, no lie. We'll trade some kids, bro. And be like, hey, give me those 5, I'll give you these 5. Because these meet your cutoff, these meet my cutoff. And I'm sorry, I think we could dominate AYF. I do, man. I do. Y'all better leave us alone before these crazy coaches start to listen to us and start realizing that we could dominate AYF, and let's do it. You
Man.
know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, T Street says we want to go to AYF. But look, what do you say? Look at the shit you can't do at AYF. He's like that's every coach loves to do. So basically, that's why AYF don't get a lot of the YSC teams, because
what can't they do?
They too
the music or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even celebrate.
To celebrate the music.
Yeah, you can't and that's the thing, bro. You work that hard, you should be able to do some of that stuff. It's just like, and then it's not as if it's solely geared to the team, to the kids. See, YNC give you a personal, experience. You know what I'm saying? Every kid in there feels like it's just a experience that's unmatched, that you just can't do, because it's more so about them. AYF is more so about just the brand and just playing the tournament.
I think it's about the team. I do. I think it's more of a team aspect with AYF instead of individuals, because they have a very good tournament. And I haven't been to the tournament in Naples. I have not been to the tournament since they left Kissimmee or whatever. But when they were in Kissimmee, same vibes, to be honest with y'all. Like, same vibes. I mean, yeah, concession loan, vendors, multiple fields, good football. Hell, outside of celebrations, it was the same thing. And less cameras, I will admit. I ain't gonna lie. But that was in Kissimmee. That honestly has changed over time. Now down in Naples, they had two-tone, they had EF, they had locker room, they had Coach Cat, they had Darren. So, like, even the media aspect of it honestly has changed a lot. You feel what I'm saying? So, I ain't gonna lie, it's maybe one or two things you can't, but for the most part, I think they can make the kids' hoodies a little smaller. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Outside of something as small as that, you feel what I'm saying? Make the hoodies a little smaller. That's all I was saying. Shout out to Craig. Make the hoodies a little smaller.
I do want to ask this question. What tournament do you feel like that they should go to for exposure? Which tournament that if I'm a coach, give me 3 tournaments that you should attend that would almost guarantee you maximum exposure?
Mm, 3 tournaments you should attend that's gonna gain you
That you
maximal
should think
exposure.
about.
Oh man, y'all gonna hate me for this, but um, I think you got to do Southern Exposure, and I believe Northern Exposure could be that as well if teams play who they supposed to play. If ain't nobody trying to get no selective ass matchups and stuff, I believe that thing can be tough too. But I'm gonna go with the Exposure series. You
Okay,
got
who is that?
definitely got to do
Who is that
YNC
by?
preseason.
Who is that by?
The seal and R&R. Shout
Okay,
out to the Exposures.
got you.
You definitely got to do a YNC preseason.
Okay.
And right now, a C1N.
Oh, the C1 in. So
A
yours is
C1N
C.
Labor Day or something like that, man. I mean, a C1N, you go down there and you playing something C1N Charlotte or something like that, and you whoop a top team's butt, it's no doubt, bro. Like it's no doubt that you gonna get noticed, man.
Teach.
Um, because I definitely feel like so I see going to Charlotte and beating Speed Demons like how they did. You
Mm,
know, man, the media attraction that So Icy got after that was crazy.
that right?
It was crazy.
Yeah. See, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so T
He
Street
said,
says Battle, Warzone, Southern Hospitality.
yeah.
Something else another event that's creeping up that a lot of people that I've been hearing a lot of people talk about too is the EF Classic. It
Shout out
hasn't
to that.
quite got to the exposure series, YNC, um, C1N after 1 year. Shout out to C1N, shout out to Cam. It hasn't quite got there yet, but that EF Classic is definitely slowly working its way up as one of those series. Shout out to Warzone as well. Um, for me, like I always tell people, bro, Warzone Friday nights have been unmatched for I don't even know how long. A Warzone Friday night, you are pretty much guaranteed to have at least 3 national games.
That's facts. So I know far as when my dog EF, he has been promoting it. I have been sharing, just so people can see it on my behalf. I haven't been there, so I would like to go this year. I would like to go this year. I actually got enough time to try to make that happen. But I just hope the things that I already selected is just not conflicted with what he's doing. Now
Right.
I'm
That's why
here.
I pulled off a little bit on his. I haven't
Yeah,
said much for
yeah.
sure.
So that's the only thing at that point. But nah, man, I support what he do. You know, I do think he said he had a lot of teams. I forgot exactly how many. He said
For
every
sure.
year he has been growing, and I see that. The only thing I would say with the EF man, gotta tap in, my guy. I know you been on here already, but yeah, man, come over here. For my crowd, man, definitely tap in so they can see what y'all got going. Like all that exposure, bro, is good. Good for your brand and stuff like that. I know you got your crowd. Y'all you very successful at what you do. Hella funny, but
Hella funny.
you always welcome on here, bro. To also not support, but share and confirm what you got going on.
For sure.
But yeah, man. The next question that I had though, bro. Should Georgia make a 13U team, or should
No.
they just go
No. Middle school, move on.
middle school? I-
Middle school, move on. The way 12 you ended last year, I can't do this again.
So
I
13U,
can't do
how do you
this.
feel about a 13U? Just
No,
future of it.
no, no, no. The way 12 you played last year, let's move on. It's not hitting on. Shout out to Queen in the building, man. Oh, my bad. Shout out to Queen. Queen is in the building. Shout out to Queen in the building. Shout out to
What's
her
up, Queen?
son. Shout out to Bugatti.
Yeah, man. We
It's time to have
get
that
mixed
conversation
messages
soon,
about
Queen.
Bugatti.
Yeah, it's time to have that conversation about Bugatti soon, Queen. You can bring them on too. But no, I don't want to deal with Georgia on 13U. Georgia lost so bad at 12U. We just need to stay the hell away. We'll
No,
try again next year.
but here's why I even made the
Oh, Lord.
the suggestion. Bro,
Unless you believe in mergers now, it's not going to work.
Hey, bro, did you not hear what I said the other day? I specifically stated to you. I said, look, if I said that the merger should not happen right at the early age. Now, they should get together about the 13U, had a little last ride. That's what I stated. So last time I recall, this is 13U.
So biased is crazy.
You said I'm biased because I want Georgia to have a damn 13U.
Nah, that's crazy, man.
That's crazy that you say I'm biased.
You're so biased. You don't even know you're biased no more, bro.
All right, bro. I'm gonna have to reset. I'm gonna have to start over. But here's the other thing too. Here's the other thing, man. I could say about my dog PA and all them or whatever. See, here's the thing, bro. I get information from Georgia. So that's why I'm able to talk more so about Georgia, right? Not just because I'm in Georgia, but people actually reach out. People actually reached out, from the east side. People actually reached out from California.
You know about the east side, man.
Legendary Ducks. I told you about them. That's what the hell I know about them. What you talking about? That's why you know them. Hey, yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, that ain't the only team either. Boyne, you could put them in that category and all that. But yeah, man, I do my due diligence, man. But when people start hitting me with the tags that I know I ain't, that I ain't doing, you talk about your bias. But how the hell do I know about the east side? Well, I've been reaching out. I've been, PA, he come on here, he know he got all the sauce, all the knowledge and all that. He don't say nothing. A lot of times. But when he come here, he say stuff, then I'm able to talk about it. But I would like to get to know, all them. And then it's crazy that he say I'm Georgia biased when I had North Philly Blackhawks, Frankfurt Chargers, DMV. I had East Side Raiders. Who else? I think like maybe one or two other teams.
Man, PA, everything come across your desk, man.
Yeah, everything.
Everything come across your desk, man. This man, you got the gate, you got the keys to the city, man. Talk about everything don't come. Man, you see this dude, man. I respect the humility though.
He said he got to do more homework. That's the thing.
Everything don't come across my desk. I'm just saying, man. Yes, it do, man.
Man,
I hate when people act like they don't got the key to the city, man. But it's humility, though.
That field.
It's humility. He has humility. It's humbleness.
PA got the key to that field.
He got the key to the city, man.
That's why they say, man, we ain't got to never cut them lights off. Man, that's because PA the one got the damn.
Come on, man. Them folks said, man, we don't got it. Come on, man. That's crazy, man.
That's crazy right there. But nah, bro, I just think that far as with the 13U, bro, they got so many pieces out there, and I wouldn't be considered a merger, bro. If they decide to get the best players.
What?
If they decide to get those best players, the 13U, I think they'd be able to compete. But only thing
that's a merger, bro. They're merging for the last year. What are you talking about?
How is that merging? If the kids decide that they want to go and play their last year.
If the kids decide they want to play the last year, and I'm an ABA kid, and I'm a Lambeau kid, hey, we want to play. And all those kids who's probably going to bring their coaches.
No. I'm not talking about coaches coming together.
Oh, well, most kids, bro, most times those kids it don't work like that. Well, it don't work like that. Most times those kids want to play for their coach for the last year and all that other stuff. I need my coach to come over. And, coaches have a lot of say-so and stuff. Again, bro. Georgia lost so bad 13. Let's just move forward.
Bruh,
Let's
they
just move
lost
forward.
bad, but they didn't really have the talent. It was spread it. I mean, they did have the talent, but it was.
Come on, bro.
It
Stop it now. Because you were on that ABA train, bro. So don't do that now that they went down there and got smacked around. And you got me talking reckless. And I don't even like talking reckless about ABA because I definitely know a lot of good people over there and stuff like that. They've done me a lot of favors over the years.
Yeah, and I
So
just
it's just
think
like,
that
bro, don't even make me talk like this, bro.
with those players and some additions, you know what I'm saying? I think they got enough. That's my point.
Bro, it's over with. I don't want to see them. Nobody should want to see them. The way they played last year, it's disgraceful. It's sickening, and we just don't want to deal with it, right? Um, I think it's over with, bro. I think it's over with. We'll try again with the Georgia Eagles and Twin City. You know what I'm saying? And we got to see how they do this year. If they don't put on for 12U, I don't want to see them come back. One thing we can't do as Georgia is lose. We can't. We can lose. We can't get our asses kicked. Excuse my French.
Oh, like alpha dogs. Like alpha dogs
we can't get our asses kicked. Right. So how ABA got knocked out the first round, I don't even think they finished the preseason. I don't even think they finished. I don't even think ABA played their second and third round game after their first round knockout. You know what I'm saying? We can't, bro. We can't do that as Georgia. We can't go down there and get kicked out the first round. It's not what we do. It's not what we do, and we can never live it down.
Okay, so now that you say that, it's kind of in my opinion, it's looked at as cowardice. Because when y'all are the top ones in Georgia, y'all want everybody else to still come out. It didn't look that good yet last year, but you still got a lot of great pieces if you able to take certain players and put them on a team. They will still be a good team. But just because they lost last year, now all of a sudden let's quit the season. Nah, bro,
Absolutely.
I don't like that.
You can call it whatever you want to
like
call
that.
it.
I don't like
Don't
that.
let Ken talk y'all into paying all that money to get lose again. Don't let them do it, bro. Y'all don't got enough.
With the
y'all
right coaching,
be able to do it. No, you're not. No, there is no right coaching. We seen it last year. There's nobody that can do it. It's over with. Done. Finito. Move on. Do not let Ken talk y'all off on the ledge and get y'all to jump thinking that y'all got a bungee jump. And y'all done went down there and damn near got 30 balled by the Osceola Cowboys. And they were terrified, not terrified. They were terrified. They were terrified of the damn Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. And they almost 30 balled, ABA. 30 balled, 30-6. Almost 30 balled them folks. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Do not let Ken talk y'all on the ledge, making y'all think the bungee cord worked. Just jump.
13.
That bungee cord is good.
Hey,
all you gotta do is just jump and pull the lever. Your parachute gonna open. No, the hell it's not. It's a hole in the parachute. Your ass gonna come crumbling down and die. Let it go.
Man.
Let it go. Let him call y'all whatever he needs to call y'all to never go back.
Hey man, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying they got a lot of great pieces out there. They got a couple quarterbacks. They got for sure some running backs. They got the receivers. They definitely got the linebackers. They definitely got that. Now you just gonna have to get some other pieces, bro. It's a lot of
bro. It don't take that many kids to get the job done, bro. It just don't, bro. If you can't get the job done, you just can't get the job done.
Oh, I know why you said that, because alpha dogs and Osceola end up meshing. They end up merging.
Ain't even a merger, bro.
That's a merger.
You making me say things about people I love, bro.
Now that's a merger.
I don't even know these coaches. Never met them.
You said that ain't a merger?
No, I'm saying it ain't even about the merge. Like, I love what Coach Howard has done with Lambeau. When I say love, y'all, I love it. But I want him to move on and start over, build another legacy, and start, at 11, win 11 the next time you do it. I love what ABA has done with their program. They got a legacy over there. Bro, no, there's no get back to get. We ain't last long enough to get back. And we ain't play nobody for real. Hell, them two teams really, Lambeau played more than ABA did.
Hey, I do got a question for you too.
It's over with.
What do you think about teams? Because I heard this conversation with Champ Cheese and them. They're trying to play their first game in May. So the dates that was set was May 17th. But it ain't no spring 707. This is real football. What do you think about them playing in May?
I think that I don't think it. If you playing spring football, that's different. If you're playing D1 Nation, shout out to D1 Nation, shout out to Harold, that's different. If you want me to give you a game in May, bro, and you want to be able to count this game, you're
Yeah, they
delusional.
counted. They said
You're
it's a spring
delusional.
game, but they counted.
No, you're delusional. And you know what? We don't want your kind around here. We don't, in the words of a legendary man, shout out to Coach Mark, turn your damn whistle in. Turn your damn whistle in. Because we don't want your kind around here, bro. If you got to count games in May, and we know for a fact, we question counting games in June and damn July. We and you will have debates about if we should count a game that happened in August, at the beginning of August. These kids ain't even out of school yet. Hell, we talk about Brick City so much, that's the damn Brick City cut off. What the hell we want to count that game for, man? That's just an early little scrimmage, bro. Let me see who's scared.
They made it. They was gonna make the game due to the fact that they felt like we was better. They said May. They said May 17th. Pull up, pull up. So they was gonna count it. That's crazy work. I said, damn, May.
That's nonsense, bro.
Yeah, then I'm pretty sure they're gonna still duke it out, all the way up to December. So that I said, God dog, boy, these kids, man, next thing you know, it's gonna be January. They're gonna have year round, you know what I'm saying? Gonna be straight January where these kids, soon as the season over with, he says being as though Eastside Raiders wasn't, hold on. He says, being as though Eastside Raiders wasn't even the best 9U in the city of Detroit, that being the Detroit City Lions, he says, who are D2, are even the biggest threat from out west. Hey, nah. Hey, shout out to the Detroit City Lions, man. I've definitely seen them. If I'm not, I'm definitely seeing them as well. They just didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't make it in the East Side Raiders end up making it to the championship. So that's why.
Okay, so that's where I feel a little different though.
What?
Because maybe they were the best team, throughout the season. But when you get down to that Nationals holds a lot of weight. It don't hold all the weight. It don't hold all the weight. But the shit holds a lot of weight. Excuse my French again. It holds a lot of weight. So it's like I think that I kind of got an edge that Eastside Raiders team. And we can say it's any Detroit Lions fault because, they had already picked that before the season. We know how the AYF thing work now, but I'm not going to lie, man. I kind of got to roll. I kind of got to roll with the Detroit, man, with the Eastside Raiders because their run at the end was a little bit better, bro. They had a little bit better run at the end. By the way, I always meant to tell you, The Oakland Dynamite's 9U getting 30 balled and not putting up no points. That's disgusting. It was disgusting. It was just nasty work. And I hope this year you do a lot better job about representing your old program. And I hope you do a better job about informing us and informing them of, they need to be a lot more because of 30 ball, 31 to 0 in D2, 9U All American. It's nasty. It's nasty. But anyway, I do, man. I think we have to edge the East Side Red, and it's only because of that they weren't the best team. I think that they end up as the best team based on what they ended up accomplishing compared to their counterparts. What you think about that, man?
He says, can't be 20-0 and show up to the big dance and lose. That for sure what the Dynamite did. They was undefeated all the way up to that point.
It's nasty,
And like
man.
he said though, they
Too
wasn't even
much
able to bring all their
nasty work
kids.
going on. It's too much
So
nasty work.
I mean, they wasn't able to bring all their kids. So I mean, it is what it is. But don't tell me who I should or should not be bringing up, okay?
It's
Because
nasty,
you've
man.
been
30
on the
ball is
scale of
crazy.
man, you've been on on the scale of wrongism. That ain't even a word.
Bro.
But you have
It's
been wrong
nasty, bro.
repeatedly. And then the only one that you consistently got right was Bessemer. Other than that, yo,
Disrespecting me. You're
terrible.
disrespecting me. You're disrespecting me.
That's the only
You're
one.
disrespecting me. And you're
Zero.
going to make me dig back in. You're going to make me dig back into the rankings. You're going to make me dig back into the rankings
Uh-huh.
and prove how right I was.
About
I
what?
was even low key right about the damn Georgia Falcons when I said 2 years ago that they're going to be an AFC type of team. I was even right about that. I said they're going to be an AFC type of team. They're still not going to win, but as the season goes on, they'll get better. They'll compete. They'll be good. It just took them a long time to get to what I predicted they would be at. They almost died. Shout out to, I can say it now because they're moving on. They almost died, but they didn't. They kept hope alive. Shout out to Jesse Jackson. They kept hope alive. They kept hope alive, and they turned out to be better than what they were, man.
You
You feel
gave
what I'm
a
saying?
you
T
gave
Streets, if you want to win, listen to the eye test, bro. The eye test don't lie. Y'all really was hating on Woj, bro. But that eye test was a mother, man. I'm telling y'all,
hey,
bro.
hey, look, they know it's a sure bet when I say something. Damn near. Okay, I'm gonna be wrong every
Change
now
that
and
damn
then.
near. Change that damn near. Might want to be that damn near.
He say, what he say? He said that damn eye test. I'm definitely not listening to Fanatic this year. Yeah, your eye test is terrible. In fact,
I ain't saying I know one team that I was for sure wrong about last year. All my other
we
teams,
know NC Giants. Go ahead. What's
yeah,
the other
I
one?
was for sure wrong about
What's the
them.
other ones?
None.
Whoa, just coming to town.
And every time,
Whoa,
Woj,
just coming.
do I need to pull up what Woj did at YNC again?
Oh no, 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 no,
Do
no,
I need
no,
to pull up what
no,
Woj did
no,
throughout the
no,
season?
no. Don't do it. No, you don't need to pull up about what they did in YC. You need to
Okay.
pull up about what you said at the time
I said they got a chance to win.
when they
Did they
played
not
versus
have a chance to win?
when they played versus uh the MCUs in the other team. Was it the Beast Den? I think they probably only played one game.
They only played
When
one
you
game.
said that, Woe got the hell beat out of them. Okay, so it didn't matter. All right, so don't try to skip or gloss past that, bro. Your eye test. I think you need an eye patch on one of them, and then the other one might got glaucoma. I don't know what it is, bro. But your eye test is too blurry for me. It's too blurry. So yeah, man, you talk about that. You talk about listening to me. No, come on now. He said Westport Patriots, Baltimore. I'm gonna definitely check out the Westport Patriots because he put them a couple times. He says YFS u ukuleles 8U 2023 AYFD D2. Man, they be having too many words for me, bro. I be
Hey,
down there
watch
thinking
your
that's
mouth.
hey,
That's UYFL. Ain't no damn ukuleles. Watch
hey,
your mouth.
hey, ukuleles. That's what it is, man. Have you reached out to them?
Bro, I can't find anybody, bro. I only know coaches. I've
Hold
been
on.
trying to find if anybody know a UYFL rep,
Hold
please,
on.
man,
Let's do it like
get
this.
them to hit my line, bro.
Let's do it
They
like
are, bro, trying to find them like trying to find somebody on the damn American Most Wanted list. Like you
hey,
over here is
PA,
hiding.
PA. I know you know who the
At
hell
least one person on that UIFL board.
on the UIFL. I know you busy, my dog. I know you are. But could you go ahead and get one of them guys on here? We trying to get somebody from the representative from the ukuleles. UYFL.
They ain't gonna never come on. You keep calling they ass the damn ukuleles.
Hey
You
man,
see how YNC people be?
I
YNC
promise
people
I will
be
stop saying it.
crazy biased, bro.
Hey, no.
YNC folks be crazy
Bro,
biased.
listen, did you see how hard it was for me to try to just read that? Ukuleles
YNC folks,
is
bro, be crazy biased.
bro, I know,
Some of
I'm not
y'all favorites started out there too. That's what's crazy.
nah, Brian. He says why though? He said UIFL sucks. Man, nah, we need to see
Some of
what
the top teams started out over there, man. That's no cap.
yeah. We just need to, go ahead and see like what they're about, see why, they're not really promoting their players. Because somebody told me that they actually like it like that, where they kind of under. So I want to know why. I would love to know why. But plus, man, overall, we just would like to give some shine for the kids that actually play out there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I would like to have them on. But tomorrow, man, I got coach. I don't know what is it, Rodarius or something like that.
Coach Darius on, man.
Got him
Coach
on.
Darius on this thing. Shout out to North Clayton OTF. Shout out to North Clayton High School. My high school, we played North Clayton in the spring game. So shout out to them, man.
Yes, sir. So yeah, man. Look, yesterday I ain't gonna lie, kind of left me heartbroken. All them people that came, thousands of people that came to this channel, only had on Facebook 10 likes, man. That was crazy right there. See, that's when people be thinking stuff be fake. Oh man, they fake. They only got this. Like, man, just hit the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Go to IG, go to Fanatic Media _. Make sure y'all follow his page and all that. And that was our 2 hours. I didn't expect to be 2 hours. But as my guy like to do, make a grand interest.
I don't know, man. My audio, my camera, everything was just thrown off, man. For sure. So
Yeah,
I apologize to y'all folks, man. I'm working on better equipment in 2025, man. Some tax write-offs.
absolutely. So yeah, but nah, we appreciate y'all time, man. Thank y'all for being in.
Tap in, tap in, tap
Man,
in.
thank y'all for tapping in. Uh As he says, tell him don't come on here with all that crying tomorrow. He said,
I'm ready. I'm actually, man. I'm gonna let Ken talk. A little bit about that Clay County League. I know it's important to a lot of people. I don't know much about it. I want to respect what everybody got going on, and what people have experienced, the negative aspects of it. I'm
man,
gonna let them have that. And then I want to get to the football side of coach. What the hell are y'all doing to make sure that y'all are in that upper echelon talk? It's y'all third year. I let it slide. Well, first year, I ain't say nothing. Second year, I just congratulated. Third year, I become critical. Third year, I become critical now. Second year, y'all still building, so I want to be positive. I want to push because y'all, despite what y'all think, I'm big South Side. Now, I'm not more than the East Side. I love my East Side, baby. Shout out to Latonia. But I'm big South Side now. So you feel what I'm saying? When we start talking South Side ball, yeah.
All right. So yeah, man. But I know a lot of teams are pissed off, but at the same time, from what I heard Coach say, it's pretty valid. It's pretty valid. So,
Yeah, man.
it is what it is. But we're gonna get the full detail as to what's
You
going
are a
on.
part. You are a part of a county government entity. When you're a part of a governmental entity, they're going to do. They're not going to do what is best for the top. They're going to do what is best for the worst. That's how it works. They're not going to say like, "Oh man, we got 10 teams and the top 6 are ultra competitive and we want to keep this going." No, they're going to look at the bottom 4 and say, "Well, this method is not working for our bottom 4 teams. What can we do to even out this playing field so that way everybody is competitive?" Because we're not talking about, regular, some made up league. We're not talking about a Pop Warner, a AYF, a AYFL, a UYFL, a Y. We're talking about a governmental entity. It's honestly their responsibility to make sure that it's an even playing field. You feel what I'm saying? So I do think though that they could have done things a little better. I think that they could have been a little bit more present. But when we start talking about what they should and shouldn't do, we kind of got to look at it from a different landscape. That's my viewpoint, though. That's why I don't really have much of an opinion about it.
Yep. So we'll talk about it tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all tune in, man. All right, we out.
OTF coming on in the building tomorrow. Big South Side. Hey, man, I need a South Side intro. Make sure you got that little baby. South Side. Make sure you got that, man.
All
You
right.
know what I mean?